When we picture ancient Greece, we see marble temples, epic heroes, and wise philosophers. These images have become symbols of a civilization that shaped the very foundations of Western thought and art. But beneath the surface of these iconic scenes lies a deeper story, one that's woven through every aspect of Greek life. But there's another force at play. Beauty, not just the beauty of marble and myth, but a powerful ideal that influenced how the Greeks saw themselves and the world around them. For the Greeks, beauty, kalos, wasn't just about appearances, it was a virtue, a sign of divine favor, and a reflection of cosmic order. To them, beauty was a language spoken by the gods, a way to understand the mysteries of existence. They believed beauty was a gift from the gods, and to create or embody it was to honor the divine. Every statue, every temple, every ritual was a tribute to this sacred ideal. This ideal shaped every aspect of Greek life, from city planning to child-rearing. Streets and buildings were designed for harmony and proportion, while children were taught to appreciate and strive for beauty from a young age. A beautiful object or person was thought to be inherently superior, even more virtuous. Beauty was seen as a sign of inner goodness, and those who possessed it were often admired and respected. The Greeks saw the universe as harmonious and physical beauty as its most visible proof. The symmetry of a temple, or the perfect curve of a statue, echoed the order of the cosmos itself. The human body was their ultimate artifact, a living sculpture to be perfected. Through athletics, art, and daily life, Greeks sought to refine both body and mind, believing that true beauty required balance and discipline. Athletes were revered for their disciplined ideal forms, and gods were always depicted in their prime. The Olympic Games weren't just contests of strength, they were celebrations of human potential and the pursuit of excellence. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty, wasn't just attractive, she embodied a cosmic principle mortals aspired to. Her image inspired artists, poets, and lovers alike, reminding everyone that beauty was both a blessing and a responsibility. As we explore Greek beauty, remember, for them, aesthetics and ethics were inseparable. To be beautiful was to strive for goodness, wisdom, and harmony in all things. The pursuit of beauty was a lifelong quest, connecting individuals to their community and the divine. Festivals, competitions, and daily rituals all revolved around this shared aspiration. It was about striving for perfection in body and soul. The Greeks believed that by cultivating beauty within themselves, they could come closer to the gods and to the ideal of a harmonious life. This legacy of art and ideals still captivates us today. We continue to marvel at their sculptures, their architecture, and their vision of what it means to be truly beautiful. Let's dive into the world where beauty was more than skin deep. A world where the pursuit of the beautiful was a path to wisdom, virtue, and the divine. So how did the Greeks define beauty? With math. They believed the universe's secrets, including beauty, could be unlocked through numbers, especially the golden ratio, about 1.618. This ratio appeared in nature and became their blueprint for harmony. Sculptors like Polykleitos used it to create the ideal human form, focusing on symmetry and proportion. Beauty was about perfect relationships between body parts, not individual quirks. The same principle shaped their architecture. Think of the Parthenon, designed with the golden ratio for visual perfection. For the Greeks, a beautiful person or building was a testament to order and divine reason. Symmetry, balance, and proportion were everything. Beauty was proof that the world and its people were in their proper, harmonious state. To them, perfection was measurable. Beyond numbers and proportions, the ancient Greeks had a set of beauty ideals that were both distinctive and deeply influential. Their vision of beauty was not just about symmetry or mathematical perfection, but about embodying certain values and social status. Youth was prized above all. Gods, heroes, and mortals were depicted in their prime, symbolizing vitality, promise, and the fleeting nature of life. The ideal age was that moment when strength, beauty, and potential all converged, and this was reflected in countless works of art. For women, pale skin was a powerful status symbol. It suggested a life of leisure, protected from the sun, and marked a clear distinction from those who worked outdoors. The paler the skin, the higher the social standing. To achieve this fashionable look, women often applied white lead powders and other cosmetics despite the health risks. Beauty sometimes came at a dangerous price, but the desire to fit the ideal was strong. One of the most surprising beauty trends was the unibrow, or synaphrys. Far from being seen as a flaw, it was admired as a sign of intelligence and purity. Women who lacked a natural unibrow would use dark pigment to paint one on, carefully shaping it to match the ideal. Smooth, hairless skin was another highly valued trait. It was associated with youth, refinement, and even civilization itself. The absence of body hair was seen as a mark of beauty and self-care. To maintain this ideal, women used a variety of tools, razors, pumice stones, and even early forms of waxing, to remove unwanted hair. These grooming rituals were an important part of daily life for those who could afford them. The evidence of these ideals is everywhere in Greek art. Statues and sculptures show hairless, sleek, and perfected bodies, capturing the essence of what the Greeks considered beautiful. These ever-evolving standards reveal how beauty is shaped by culture, time, and society's values. What was once admired can seem strange to us now, but it tells us much about their world. What we might see as flaws today, the Greeks saw as virtues, unique traits that set someone apart and made them desirable. For the Greeks, beauty was not just a gift of nature, but a crafted, deliberate achievement, one that required effort, artistry, and a keen awareness of the ideals of the time. To meet these ideals, Greek women developed advanced beauty routines that blended tradition, innovation, and a deep respect for the body. Their daily rituals were not just about looking beautiful, but about embodying the values of harmony and balance that were central to Greek culture. Their makeup chests held a variety of powders and creams, with skin-lightening products forming the foundation of their look. Pale skin was highly prized, seen as a mark of nobility and leisure, so women used white lead or chalk to achieve this effect despite the risks. Cheeks and lips were tinted with natural dyes, such as crushed mulberries or red ochre, to create a subtle, healthy flush. Too much color was frowned upon, as modesty and restraint were considered virtues in both appearance and character. Eyes were lined with kohl to appear larger and more expressive, a look that was both alluring and sophisticated. The fashionable unibrow, often enhanced with pigment, was seen as a sign of intelligence and beauty, and some women even used plant-based dyes to connect their brows. Olive oil was the all-purpose skincare product, used for cleansing, moisturizing, and even as a face mask when mixed with honey. This natural elixir was believed to nourish the skin, leaving it soft and radiant, and was a staple in every Greek household. Athletes, too, relied on olive oil to protect and clean their skin, applying it before exercise and scraping it off with a strigil afterwards. This ritual not only removed dirt and sweat but also symbolized purification and renewal. These rituals weren't just about appearance, they were about caring for the body as a temple, reflecting the Greek belief that physical health and beauty were closely linked to moral and spiritual well-being. Beauty was both an art and a discipline, requiring dedication, patience, and a sense of self-respect. The pursuit of beauty was seen as a lifelong journey, not a fleeting trend. The Greeks believed in purifying and perfecting the body, inside and out, through regular bathing, mindful self-care, and rituals that honored both the physical and the spiritual. Their routines reveal a culture obsessed with both health and aesthetics, where beauty was a reflection of inner harmony and the highest ideals of Greek civilization. Hair was a powerful symbol in ancient Greece. For women, long, elaborately styled hair signified femininity, status, and virtue. Styles like the melon coiffure kept hair neat and reflected values of order and self-control. Blonde or reddish gold hair was idealized, inspired by mythic heroes and goddesses, so people used sun and homemade bleaches to lighten their hair. Men's hairstyles changed over time, long hair and beards for aristocrats in the archaic period, short hair and clean-shaven faces for young men and athletes in the classical era. Older men often wore beards as a sign of wisdom and authority. Hair and beard styles signaled age, status, and virtue. Every strand was a statement about who you were. The Greeks used hair to project identity and ideals. Even hair was a canvas for perfection. At the heart of Greek beauty was kalokagathia, the union of beauty, kalos, and goodness, agathos. The Greeks believed a beautiful person was also virtuous, and vice versa. Outer appearance was seen as a mirror of inner character. Heroes were handsome and noble, villains were ugly and corrupt. This belief created social pressure to cultivate both body and mind. Young men trained in the gymnasium and debated in the agora, striving for harmony. Perfection meant balance, physical strength matched by moral excellence. Olympic victors embodied this ideal, celebrated for both their bodies and their virtues. Kalokagathia was the ultimate goal, beauty and goodness as one. The Greeks saw no divide between looking good and being good, their society demanded both. The ideal citizen was beautiful in every sense. Greek beauty wasn't just cultural, it was philosophical. Plato and Aristotle saw beauty as objective, rooted in order, harmony, and proportion. Plato believed physical beauty was a gateway to higher understanding, a glimpse of a perfect abstract beauty. His ladder of love led from attraction to bodies to souls, to the contemplation of pure beauty itself. Aristotle valued order and symmetry, insisting that beauty required every part to work in harmony. These ideas shaped Greek art and life, from the golden ratio to moderation in all things. Sophrosyne, balance and self-control, was the guiding virtue. Too much or too little of anything was unbalanced and therefore not beautiful. The Greeks sought equilibrium in body, mind, and even makeup. Their philosophy was literally written on their bodies. Greek sculpture reveals their obsession with the ideal. Artists like Polykleitos and Praxiteles didn't aim for realism, they sculpted perfection. Statues like the Doraphoros embodied mathematical harmony, with every part in precise proportion. Contrapposto poses captured balance and dynamic poise, Kalokagathia in marble. Female statues like Aphrodite of Cnidos were serene, proportioned, and untouchable, divine ideals, not individuals. These works became ancient tourist attractions, setting standards for centuries. Even pottery figures were stylized for grace and order. The pursuit of the ideal was everywhere, not just in high art. Greek art was a visual language of balance and harmony. Their quest for perfection shaped every creative act. The ideal human form was their ultimate masterpiece. Art was their mirror and their aspiration. Greek ideals didn't vanish. They shaped Western culture for millennia. The Romans adopted Greek beauty standards, and the Renaissance revived them. Artists like Michelangelo used the golden ratio, echoing Greek perfection. Today, symmetry and proportion still define our sense of beauty, from magazines to design. The pursuit of the perfect body and face is a modern echo of Kalokagathia, but the Greek model had a dark side. Rigid standards could be harsh and exclusionary. Their link between beauty and goodness sometimes led to prejudice. We still wrestle with these tensions, celebrating diversity while chasing ideals. The Greeks remind us that beauty is powerful and complicated. Their quest was about more than looks, it was about finding order and meaning in the world. Their legacy endures, challenging and inspiring us to this day.